Now, I don't like to complain. Wait, yes, I do, because this video and that video. Anyways, we're going to talk about all of the different issues that I'm having with the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee WL Altitude Edition that I currently have. Now, obviously, the SRT was a lot cooler. The SRT did have its own problems, and you can check out the video over here where I talked about that, but there's definitely a few things about this Jeep that are just, not sitting quite perfectly with me. And, unfortunately, some of those things happened because of the dealership, which did get a nice little 1-star review from me, but, it is what it is. I didn't really think about the decision too much. I just wanted to lower my payment and kind of rushed into it a little bit, and here we are. It drives good. There's no major flaws at this point, and we keep our fingers crossed that it stays like that, but obviously you never know at this point. And so the first issue that I have actually happened from the dealership, and again, this is completely my own doing, and I want to give you a fair warning. If you are going to purchase a vehicle, maybe it's a Jeep, maybe it's something else, and you're going to purchase that on your own, and you're going to get it from a dealership, do not call the dealership ahead and say, hey, do you have this vehicle? I want to go check it out. Now, you probably think that's counterproductive, because if you're going to drive to a dealership, you want to make sure it's there. But what happens is, in my situation exactly, what happens is they go, oh, someone wants to go look at this car. We can't move this car. It's been sitting here for a while. You don't know why it's been sitting there for a while. Somebody obviously smoked in it. Now, it was obviously a lease trade-in, but on top of that, people could obviously smell the smoke kind of smell that was on it. Now, is it a huge issue? No, because I can detail it and get that out for me personally. For other people, you're going to spend hundreds of dollars or whatever trying to do that. It's also kind of crazy that they didn't put in the effort to try and get that out of there when I purchased it. So again, there's a reason they got a 1-star review. But yeah, it does have a pretty heavy odor of a cigarette smoke in there. So if the car sits for days in the garage, you still smell it. Again, not a huge deal at this point. It's aired out a decent amount, but maybe I'm just getting used to it. Maybe I just smoke a few packs a day. Who knows? But that is definitely an issue that I'm having with the Jeep is, kind of screwed myself over by calling ahead, and then I know that they were washing it and, kind of airing it out, because when I pulled in, all the windows were down. So I knew exactly what they were doing, when I looked back at it. So that's obviously less than ideal, but of course that is my own doing. So what can you do about it? Now, obviously my Jeep does have the 3.6 liter V6 engine. Again, another thing that's not really an issue, it's just kind of a complaint, because the dealership kind of screwed me a little bit, and I didn't look into everything as much as I should have, and like I said, that's on me. But they are still complaints that I have about the Jeep. Like, I showed a video before, and I opened up the hood and was talking about the review of the Jeep Grand Cherokee and showing you guys the 23 model, the WL versus the WK2 that I had, and all that good stuff. And somebody mentioned that there's no cover on the engine, and I was like, hey, that's kind of weird, because it's the same engine that's on like a Jeep Grand Cherokee or a Wrangler or any of those, and they always come with that cover on top of the engine. Now, if I go ahead and pop the hood, I'll actually show you exactly what I'm talking about, and you're gonna probably see exactly, if you didn't watch that other video, you're gonna see exactly what the other person saw that I didn't see, because again, wasn't paying attention. Yeah, there's no cover on the engine. So they popped the engine off for some reason, which means, were they doing something to it? Were they working on it? Or why was that off? And why is that missing? Obviously a weird question that I shouldn't have to ask, but I do have to ask. So yeah, I have no cover on here, which, again, not a huge deal, because I don't care too much about this car, honestly. Like, as you can see, I'm banging my ring against it. It's whatever. I don't care too much about it. Again, fortunate, glad to have it, all that good stuff. But also at the same time, it's not like my pride and joy. It's not my baby. It's just a car to me right now. So gets me to work, gets me around, gets me where I need to go. The next thing, that's probably the biggest thing and the biggest complaint or issue that I've noticed about this Jeep, which I think this happened previously on both of my other Grand Cherokees, specifically on the 3.6 liter that I had before. So this might be a common issue. Let me know down in the comment section down below. I don't know if it is, but the coolant level. So I didn't even notice it the other day. I went in here to do an oil change, because it's about that time, and probably a little bit over, but I went in here to do the oil change, which, big benefit, by the way, with the 3.6 liter, if you didn't know. Oil change is literally so easy. It's right here. This is your oil filter. So all you have to do is unscrew that, and the oil filter comes up. It's like a canister kind. Fantastic coming from the top like that, doesn't all pour down on you. Great design, excellent by Jeep there. Oil's obviously there, so I was doing that, and when I was doing that, my dad came out and he saw over here that the coolant level was it was probably right about where my finger is right now. You can see this is the min line, that's the max line, so I'm kind of like pushing max now. Luckily I had some Mopar coolant that I went ahead and put in. It's like a 50-50 blend that you can just kind of throw in there, but I did go ahead and fill that up the other day, because that was extremely low. And of course I knew about this, because when I go in my garage or when I park the car and I get out, I'm like, Get a little bit of that nice sugary kind of smell that the antifreeze coolant has, and yeah, it's just like, I don't know if it's common on the 3.6. Let me know if you guys have had that issue, but it definitely has happened to me on this one. It happened on my previous one. It kind of happened on my SRT as well, now that I think about it. Scat Pack didn't have long enough to know, but it's definitely possible that it was happening there too. But the next things that are issues, these are actual issues that I'm going to bring to the dealership for the factory warranty to see if they'll fix it, because they're going to say that they can't get it to redo it or whatever. But there's two. So one actually just started today, which is a perfect timing for me to go ahead and make this video. And that's behind the paddle shifter here. You can probably see if I squeeze back here. There's two little buttons, you know, like the up, down, you know, for playing like the music and turning the volume up. So this one's volume up, volume down. So volume down works, volume up no longer works. So now I have to go ahead and turn my knob just like when I go turn this knob to shift. So again, it's like so stupid. Like, there's just stupid little things like that that are just like frustrating. I definitely would say that at this point, the little things have probably added up more in the short amount of time that I've had this, of just like little annoyances like that. Other things like this just being scratched up is just a little annoyance. It's not, you know, an issue at this stage, but you know, it could become an issue. I don't know if this will start peeling or anything like that. But yeah, so my up volume button is cooked now, so your boy's gonna be turning up the knob and playing with knobs all day, I guess, because the next issue, this was probably the first one that I noticed, and the first one that's actually, you know, like popped up and that I've been actually having, and that's in the screen here when I'm driving. And it's weird because it's only done it in the summer. During the winter months, it completely stopped and it was perfectly fine. So if you guys have a diagnosis of this or you know how to fix it, definitely let me know. But basically what happens is it pops up on the screen. It's like a warning message, and it's like Uconnect's box error or something like that. And it says like, oh, you need to bring it to an authorized dealership or something to factory reset it, or I don't know. I'll pop a screenshot up on the thing there. I've taken pictures of it and sent it to the car people when I bought it, because it literally happened right after I got it. And yeah, again, huge major complaint right there, because like I said, I just got it and it was already having that issue. Now, other than that, I can't really think of anything else that's really driving me crazy. I mean, like I said, there's stupid little stuff that I've touched on before, like this being like burnt or something. Like maybe someone was messing around in there, doing a little bit of meth in the car, and that happened. I don't know. Again, obviously I saw that when I bought it, didn't really care. It was cheap enough, I guess. I probably could have looked around and got a better deal, I'm not gonna lie. But other than that, I mean, everything else works perfectly fine. Obviously your sensors might get a little dirty, but standard. Let me know what problems you guys are having with your Jeep Grand Cherokees down below, because I'm sure some of you guys have the new style. Maybe you have the L, maybe you just have a regular one of these, different trim level. Maybe you have the 3.6, maybe you have the Hemi. Let me know down below, because I'm really curious what other problems I might be running into. And I'm sure there's going to be other people who are going to watch this that are going to say, hey, what kind of problems is he having? I'm interested in getting one, all that, and want to learn everything about it. So go ahead and throw those down in the comment section down below, so we can kind of let everybody know all the issues that these have. And yeah, hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button down below. Of course, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you click the subscribe button now to be notified when new videos go live. We got new videos at least once or twice a week at this point. Hopefully that continues. I'm gonna keep trying my best and cranking out this content. But that's about it for this video. Peace. Got one life, I'm trying to live my shit. Minding my business as usual. I don't want nothing to do with the outside. How about the whip with a beautiful bitch? I've been too busy thinking about mine. Don't care what you be doing, I've been too busy thinking about mine. Back then shit was too bad. I was on the wrong path, going too fast. Used to let the plug house holding too.